Hey y'all, how's it going? Hello. If you are just tuning in and meeting me, first of all, my name is Margaret. Bun and all, messy, crazy bun. Sorry. I am finally getting to my basement. I have moved from Texas to Colorado, a la basement, which we don't have in Texas. And I have taken a hiatus of, what are we looking at now? March, pretty much all of March, April, May, June, and almost July. Deep breaths. From just like almost everything. Reselling, YouTube, everything. Look at my ADHD. I'm like, how did those footprints get up there? I gotta show you, hang on. This is my ADHD right now working. I'm like, how did those footprints get up there? All right, back to business, hang on. Coming back over here. Propping you up. Just keeping it reals, y'all. Keeping it reals. Okay, so I wanted to show you around my basement. That's the premise of this video, and just talk a little bit about the break. I know I've probably done maybe 3 videos since March, just checking in, kind of keeping progress of what's going on. And I have anxiety. I'm having anxiety, so if you see me taking deep breaths, that's like my anxiety kicking in. And my ADHD is just like, and you know when you stop doing something for a while, when you try to start up again, it's challenging. That's what's happening too. So hang on, another deep breath coming. Yes, I'm taking my vitamins. When I got here, I got established. I know I'm going to get questions or comments about, you need to get your this or that level checked. As soon as I got here, I got established with the new doctor, got a blood panel done, all the whole shebangs. Because I will tell you that before and during the move, my blood pressure was like, and I've always had good blood pressure and cholesterol and all this stuff. My blood pressure was like troubling me. I got a blood pressure cuff and everything. So it's been a big move, you know, good, big, lots of changes. Let me just fill in a few changes. This is going to be a loosey-goosey talky video, and I'm going to show you my basement and talk about my plans moving forward. And ultimately, the goal is to let you know it's okay if you have plans and they change or they go to shit or they don't work out the way you want them to, and just to try to be resilient and try to push forward through hard things. So, yeah, well, I'll talk a minute. I'm going to repeat myself apparently and show you stuff and then blah, 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 whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here comes a kid. Hi, kid. Are you here for the helping mommy break?
Sure.
Okay, sure. So I'm recording too. So here's a help I had like 2 things in mind and now I've forgotten. Oh, I know. One, outside the basement door, there's like pile of light bulb boxes. Can you bring them and put them under the stairs? And then the other thing is I need Mike to come get these Lego things that I undoobied out of the box. I use packing peanuts. Because my son had all of these Lego things. Hey, I found all these Lego things. Another box and some more of your record albums. So I unpacked them from the packing peanuts because they were already constructed and he had them all displayed in his room. And so we had them, I'm videoing too. Look at me multitask. Hey kids, look at this. How did those footprints get up there? Look at that beam up there. How did those footprints, look at that. See on that beam? I'm not imagining it, am I? That rusty metal color beam.
Yeah. That was when they were building it.
You're right, I know. But it's more fun to imagine that they got there some other fun way.
Not if you're the one who's sleeping in the basement.
True.
What beam?
Never mind. They're like, not if you're the one sleeping in the basement.
That one?
No, that like red brown one right there. Up, high. I was just recording and realizing, how did that get up there?
Yeah,
Okay. We have officially moved. A lot of things have changed. And I'm right by the water thing too. Oh God, this is going to be a major ADHD video. The house in Austin is up for rent. It has not rented yet, which is another slight cause for anxiety because we are renting here for the moment until we can figure out where we want to be for permanent. So during this progress of me moving from Texas to Colorado, I've had a lot of time to think about what I want for my life, what I want for my business, what I want for my channel, this channel, things I'm doing with my sister, homeschooling, like all the things that, just everything in life, you know? And I feel like I'm still in the process of that, but the main thing that I want more than anything is to feel authentic and not pressured. Because I feel like part of what was going on probably the last few years was I just started feeling this push. And I touched on this in my last video too. I started feeling this push to do more, be more, have more. And it was just really a lot of pressure to keep up with. So in the process, I'm sure I'm going to get this question too. In the process of figuring out everything about the move, there was a breakup that happened. I'm not going to dive too deep into it. But long story short, the kids and I have moved to Colorado on our own. So there's that. And I don't want to get too far into it because that was just kind of, it was hard. It was really hard and it came at a really bad time. Because, moving is hard, figuring out all of the logistics of everything, making that decision, blah, blah, blah. I mean, just like all of the pieces, bits and pieces were so hard anyway. And to, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. It was tough, having to think you're going to do one thing and have support and then turn around and realize like, oh, that's not how it's going to happen. Guess what? You're going to find out how strong you are. So that was probably another big piece of why I kind of took a step back from everything too. So, but it did. It ended up making me feel stronger in my abilities. And I did have those moments where I was just like, how they say God doesn't give you more than you can handle. And I was just like, this is my crazy face. And I'm like, I don't know. Think we're gonna freaking crack here in a minute. Oh, look, my sister's calling. I'm gonna call her back. I have decided to sit in the precarious chair. So if I topple over, hilarity will ensue. Rambling. And okay, so yeah, moved here alone with the kids. Really hard. We had a lot of challenges and couldn't find a house for a while. I didn't realize how difficult the market here was, even the rental market. People were renting houses sight unseen. So getting this house and finding something that was going to meet all of our needs was really important. And it definitely is over the budget that I wanted to spend, but we all have what we need here. I really wanted a finished basement, but this is perfect actually for what I need because I'll show you in a second. Plenty of storage space and actually outlets down here, lighting, whatnot, so that I can have my inventory and stuff down here. And then we have a good space for our homeschool room because the basement is partially finished, partially unfinished. So there's a nice space in there for the kids, like a game room type of deal, homeschool area, and then both of their bedrooms are down here in the basement. So on the main floor is my bedroom, living room, kitchen, spare bedroom, and then what's going to be my office, because I really wanted my office space where I record and like do other work stuff to not feel so cluttered. I would just always felt like I was moving stuff or tripping over inventory, or if I was going to photograph like this, I can photograph down here now. I don't have to worry about that. I have the printers in the schoolroom where the kids are. And yeah, so it's really met our needs a lot for what we need. So I was willing to pay a little more to get exactly what we needed to feel. I felt like since we were making such a big move from Texas to here, that I wanted it to be as comfortable as possible. I'm not normally probably going to be recording down here because, as my kids said, I can hear everything through the wall here. But that's why I went to the office upstairs for recording. So yeah, we have been just really unpacking. My focus was getting us settled, me and the kids. So my really big focus has just been getting them in their room and their space, getting our home and living space settled and feeling comfortable and cozy. Maybe I'll give you a tour sometime, maybe today. And then work was gonna, cause that's ultimately what's gonna have to happen is family life, and then reselling work is second. I mean, it's a huge part of my life, but I have to make sure like we're okay. Like you have to put on your oxygen mask, right? This is what I'm learning. You got to put on your own oxygen mask before you're tending to the needs of others, which I'm really, really bad at. Still really bad at. And then Elaine was here, and her son, they were here for the last 2 weeks. They just left a couple days ago, and she really helped me a lot, finishing up getting the rest of the house done. As far as our living spaces, maybe I will show you. My office space is still, you can't even get in there. There's just boxes. Yeah. So I mentioned this on a couple of the other 3 videos I've done over the last couple months, is that I really am thinking hard about the channel and how I want it to be going forward, and just to be way more intentional with the information and how I'm living and how I'm presenting everything, because over the last few years it has gotten to this it's a mentality of wanting to do well, but it is just too much. It just got to be where I was pushing, and my focus was just on making more. And at a certain point, if you're a solo act, like I am, it's just too much. And I know there's, people have gotten virtual assistants, and I did hire, another homeschool mom for a while to help me with taking pictures and stuff. And it worked out okay, but I don't know. That's also on me, is like kind of a trust issue. I've been burned quite a few times with people, especially in the reseller realm, unfortunately. So it makes me really resistant or hesitant. And that's something that I really need to work on, is opening myself up to just being, I think there's a difference between being vulnerable and being taken advantage of, and having your kindness taken advantage of. And that's something that I think I let, a lot of things happen over the years where I've let people take advantage of my kindness and mistreat me, until it got to the point where I was like, this is awful. I can't do this. And it makes me hesitant to collaborate with people. And I shared this with, actually, I'm going to have to plug in her name here. I went to a Colorado reseller eBay event in Colorado Springs, but I met I'm really, really bad with names. So I have to meet you a couple times, just saying, for me to remember usually. But she reached out and said, hey, we've got this eBay Colorado thing going on. And I think I shared, like, I wasn't like super enthusiastic about going. Not only because I don't really want to talk about eBay. It was about like eBay promoted listings. And it just sounded awful to sit and listen to about eBay promoted listings. And I'm sure that it was very helpful for some people. But I went more because I wanted to kind of meet people and push myself to get out of my comfort zone. Because here, I'm talking to you like this. But if you meet me in person, I can guarantee you this is not the girl you'll get, because this is the me talking to like my sister, or pretending I'm talking to my friend Mary, or just, it's not the same if I, not that I don't like meeting people, but it takes me a while to feel like I can open up and be myself in front of people, even though this is who I am. Like this is me here. It's like some sort of wall I have put up, because I don't know, and I don't like it, and I don't want it to continue. Sorry. Because I community is really important, and it's just a matter of me having to draw those boundaries. I had this aha moment today, and I even looked it up because I was like, did I just come up with this? Because I've never heard this before, and this is really like something that just resonated in my soul. Tell me if it's ever happened for you. It's been happening more and more, I have to tell you. This is one of the reasons my sister and I are starting this podcast coming up. But I just all of a sudden was like, don't mistake your bitterness for strength, and I was like, where is that from? So I was looking it up and I couldn't find it. So I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I really got to thinking about that. Like, some people are so bitter, and I'm holding a cup. Some people are so bitter and standoffish, and just like, and they view that as like their strength, that they're not going to be taken advantage of, and they're not going to be, and they're just bitter about people and life. And I don't want to become like that around other people and close myself off so much that, I can just, pat myself on the back and say how strong I am, because it's not the way I want to be. I want to be able to have a fulfilling, rich, full life with people and friends and community, and not worry about being taken advantage of, because that's just something that has unfortunately happened a lot to me. And maybe it's just because of, I don't know, just because of the way I am, and I don't think people do it intentionally, or see it like, oh, there's a weak person I can take advantage of, or there's somebody I can, abuse their kindness. I think it just happens, and I don't know. Anyway, so I was very grateful to go, and I did tell her so. And I met Rural Squirrel, I think, because I remember saying something about the rural juror. Yeah, again, very bad with names. And I was very, I won't say I was standoffish, but definitely I didn't go up to people, and I told her I appreciated her introducing me to people, because I feel weird just walking up to people and be like, hi, how are you? My name is Margaret, So I didn't, so I don't know if people want to talk to me. I think that's where I think that's why I just kind of stand back. I'm like, maybe they don't want to talk to me. I don't know. It's something I need to work on. Anyway, something I need to work on. But that being said, with the bitterness, don't mistake your bitterness for strength, first of all. And second of all, my sister and I have been saying this over and over, because we're starting our podcast tomorrow, is your strength is what you give to others. And we have had so many life lessons, so many things and experiences and aha moments that we want to share. I'm in a bad place with this video. The water is running upstairs, but good to know. It's a good to know moment. Yeah, we're just having a chat. I was thinking about this too, because my friend Mary and my sister, and just enjoying listening and talking and sharing. So I guess we could get to the inventory stuff and the house stuff. Basically, I am gutting a lot of my inventory. This goes back to the having too much and more, because we were selling online. We were selling locally. We were selling, we were nonstop go until we just collapsed. And I say me, and I mean me and my partner, but now it's just me. And I have so much inventory, one, that I just don't want to sell. I don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. I know I spent some money to get it, but I've probably recouped it 20 times over. But I'm going to go through it. I've had my stores on vacation mode since March. And I want to get back to just selling the things I enjoy selling and not caring that they're grumpy old resellers that are like, well, that's not going to make you any money and you can sell it. You know what I mean? Just, the whole, you got to sell everything. You got to sell blah, 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 and I kind of got into that mindset too, with the person I was with that was really encouraging me just to, do more and to look at your competition. And I'm just like, it's not me, I don't have any competition. It's just me, right? Where's my competition? Not that I'm so good, but it's just like, seriously, who are you in competition with? Yourself, right? All I want is to feel better and do better and be happy day to day. And where's the competition? So somebody makes more money than me. Whoop-de-doo. So somebody has more subscribers than me. I don't really care. I just want to enjoy what I'm doing every day. That's the whole point of this, is just to enjoy every moment of every day and just enjoy it. I mean, that's why we moved to Colorado. We can go see all of these amazing new things, experience all these amazing new things, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm going to take this hair down. How about it? What do you say? I did go out garage selling today, but I got home and my head was hot. I realized this is just enough. My head was very hot from, yes, we got hot today in Colorado. That's what we were talking about as we were coming home. Like, we were in the car, we were all hot, and I'm like, what are we going to do? Like, if now this is hot to us in Colorado, how will we go back to Texas where it's 105 right now? I guess talk to me in January, right? Anyway, let me show you around, show you the plan. Did I shave? Yes, I did. How's that? Better? All right. This might be a long video if I don't edit it. Okay, I'm going to turn it around. Hang on. So, going in, like, this is stuff I need to pull for the house still. But look, we've got quite a spacey space over here, right? I'm going to have my shipping stuff down here in this area. I've got all my totes with my inventory that I'm going through. And then I've got my shelves over here that I'm going to start putting my inventory on that is listed. And I've got some other shelves that I haven't decided what to do with yet. And I did initially have a table down here to do my shipping on, but I moved it to my office upstairs. That's what I've got going on. My sister and I are going to start a podcast tomorrow. We brainstormed a bunch while she was here. We started a little bit. Excuse me. We decided on the name Eggs and Ego because the eggs are lots of the ideas, and there's good and bad things with eggs, of course. And there's so much. I can't, my sister puts it so much more perfectly than I'm, but not succinct, clearly, with my explanations. And then the ego is what we're always trying to push past and get through, the ego of things, and trying to decipher, is this an idea or is this being driven by my ego? Just life stuff. So here we go. I am going to go make some dinner for my kids and myself, and then maybe go work on the yard. Won't that be fun? And hopefully, not hopefully, I'm going to see you soon, and I'll show you the office upstairs. Maybe I'll do a talk through while I'm organizing my office. Oh, I need to go through this inventory, but I'm stalling. I need to go through and redonate and stuff like that. Could I have a garage sale? I don't want to have a garage sale. I don't feel like it. I guess I'll just give it away. That's what's going to happen. Okay. See you later. Thanks for hanging out, you guys.